spotlights the character of people. Some turn up their sleeves, some turn up their noses, and some don't turn up at all.
Okay, that's fine. Luna, what could you say about yourself? What kind of person are you when some hard work turns up?
I think that I'm kind of people who sometimes turn on my sleeves, sometimes turn on my nose, and sometimes don't turn up at all.
Does it often happen? I mean, the last one.
The last one, I think that sometimes it's the best way.
Okay, good. Mash, what could you say about it?
It also depends on the situation
Okay.
and on the work. But I always try to do the best to get the positive result.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, good, thank you. Now, I'd like us to do a little bit of pair work, okay? So please look at these cards. The task is the same for everyone. How important are the following attributes in helping someone to be successful in their job? The difference is that you have different jobs. I give you some time to discuss these attributes, and then you will share your ideas with the rest of the group. Okay?
I suppose that very important is
Okay. In my opinion, in order to be a journalist, it's very important to have such attributes that you will speak about. It is the people simply won't understand you, and good education, of course, practical mind, as I have said, and good management. We have a top manager, and as we have decided, all features are necessary for this person. Because if you want to be promoted at your job and to do your job well, you should possess such features as ability to express yourself, ability to work hard, but it is also very essential to have good education, because without it, you won't be able to solve everyday problems with various trouble. And we have also decided that accepting responsibility is also a must for a top manager.
Certainly. Do you have anything to add?
Of course, I can add that a practical mind is, I think, for me, it's more important than, for example, good education for a top manager.
Right.
And an ability of being good with people, of being good in giving orders, they're around each other, and I think it's the main for a top manager.
Good. Yes. But what do you say is a recent phenomenon? Downshifting.
Not recent.
I think that is recent because now only some years ago getting living has become increasingly.
Excuse me.
It became to increase very fast.
What has become?
People began to want have much more money.
Okay.
Only recent. At least it is in our country.
Okay.
Maybe as far as I'm able to judge.
Right. Okay. Do you have a different opinion about downshifting and when this phenomenon appeared?
Maybe 5 years ago.
Around 5 years ago.
Or 10 maybe.
Okay, nice. What could you say about that?
I think it appeared when the countries became post-industrial, and people became more dependent on their possessions, and now they began to think about life and to what.
Definitely. Could you find a sentence in this text which gives the main idea of it? It's what Nasty has just said. There is a sentence which shows us this.
The gist of that.
Yes, the main idea of this. Yes.
Where,
Okay, who can do this? That is the second paragraph.
they feel the long hours work urge to make more money, to buy more things, is eating up their lives, leaving them precious little time or energy for family relations.
Precious little time. And one more sentence before this, I think. the
A single-minded pursuit of material success, beginning to trouble large numbers of people all over the world.
right, large number of people. That is true, that is true. And the main characters of this text are a married couple. And
Daniel.
right. And what did they decide to do?
They decided to downshift and to move to the country.
Right, I'll be quite happy about this.
Now they-
Daniel is happy and
What?
Lizzie.
I think both
Trying to be. They're trying to be, I think.
They're trying to be so Andrew.
I think that now both they are happy because first it was difficult for them to do this change and trial maybe
Wow. Okay, to make this great
to make
change.
this great change
Right.
and but now they're happy I think.
Right. They have got used to this.
Yes, of course.
They had been thinking for a year
Before taking this.
before.
Okay, nice to hear that.
To my mind, it was mostly Daniel's decision to move to the country, and Liz, however, just pretends to be happy because she has no way out.
Maybe she loves her husband.
She lost her husband and her family.
She has some obligations to her family.
Yes, sure.
So, what I'd like you to do now is the following. To role play the following situations. I would like you to work in groups of 3, and for this, yes, I would like to ask Mike to move here, and Lily and Andrew will turn around to Nesta. The task is the following. So, it's okay, it's fine. Right, you and Lune are going to be... No problem. Booking should be made in advance. Yes. Okay, Luna, you're going to be a journalist, and Mike and Maria are going to be Liz. Yes? Well, Maria is going to be Liz, and Mike is going to be Daniel. Okay. And for your group, for you, my dear journalists, Andrew, Daniel, and Ludmila, Liz. The task is the following. A journalist has arrived to the place where they are living, and his task is to convince them that it's a crazy idea, and they shouldn't have done this. Whereas they should insist and outline the advantages of living in the country and downshifting. And we'll see if a journalist will manage to make you change your mind. Okay? Alright, I'll give you some time to do this.
Hello. I want to ask you a question. What do you think
I'm quite
was
happy now.
the worst?
Yes, so we are quite happy with our decision, in spite of the fact that we were thinking for a year before we did it. So we are getting used to living here.
But why are you happy now? You have no free time, no holiday once a year, no eating out and so. No, I had too little time to do it.
I'm really yes, but if you had more time, would you have managed?
Maybe Liz, but not Daniel.
No, I think
I'm
that
sure.
she won't be able to persuade us to.
Why do you
to
answer
move
for your
to-
wife?
Why
Why do you answer for your wife?
Because a man is head of family.
Oh, I see.
Breadwinner. That is not breadwinner. I think she has to work just as hard as he does now. Okay, then did you manage to do anything?
Britain would have a large manufacturing industry. I think it's incorrect, and Britain used to have a large manufacturing.
He used to have, because have here is not an active verb. Yes, and when you have such kind of verbs, it's better to use used to. Good, Andrew, next one.
I'm gradually getting used to getting up early to get to work on time. I think it's
It is good.
People are now used to working harder for less money. It's correct.
Good.
It takes a long time to get used to do a new job. Not to do, but to do in.
to get used to doing. Right, that is fine. So
Just to a new job.
yes, but if we had to keep the structure given, yes, we would prefer get used to doing, because that sounds closer to the original. Good. Do you understand the difference between these structures? Fine. Now, I'd like us to do some practice task for me to see how you understood them. Each of you will have a card, but that is the card only for you. I ask you not to show it to anyone. Anyone. Just
I used to be a housewife, so I didn't have to get on time every day, for example, early in the morning or late at night, then communicate with other people and to be responsible for other people's lives. So nowadays I have to get used to being responsible for other people's lives, as it is the main part of my job. It seems to me that it isn't very difficult to get used to work with people, working with people, as my colleagues are very pleasant people and are always ready to help. So my present job is very demanding and a little bit stressful, and I have to get used to this job.
right.